Here, guys, we got Denzel here, Martavius there, and yeah, Kobe, you're over here. They gave me one wrong name, so let's see. Denzel's not here, so you're sitting here. Okay, they gave me the wrong name. Coach Bledsoe, if you'll sit right here, just make any opening comments you want to make, and then we'll turn it over for questions. Guys, when you ask a question, same thing, talk into the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Elba High School coach, basketball coach Carl Bledsoe, coach of the 2014 Class 2A Elba Tigers.
First of all, I want to congratulate Luverne on a great season. They did an outstanding job, and so we're real proud for them and what they've done. You know, we battled 2 times earlier in the year, and actually they got us those first 2 times. They were in championship games. One of them was in the Andalusia Invitational, and then the following week they got us again in the red level Christmas tournament. So, you know, my hat's off to them. But of course, I'm real proud of these guys for what they've done. You know, a lot of people don't realize that I've had these seniors since they were in the 7th grade. We started out as junior high coach and as junior high players. You know, this is actually my 2nd stint as the varsity coach at Elba, and so, you know, I was originally the coach from 2000 to 2005, and things didn't work out, as y'all know, with coaches, and they made a coaching change, and it was really a good thing for me, because at that time I was a little burned out, and you know, it just worked out where these guys came along about the same time, and we just kind of worked our way back up through the ranks. And you know, when Kobe was a freshman, that was my first year back as the varsity coach, and we've actually from there, you know, been able to take baby steps toward this championship. We started out with, you know, region appearances where we would lose in the first round. Did that 2 years. Then last year we made it here to the Final Four, lost at the buzzer, heartbreaker. But these guys were determined to make it back this year, and it was kind of hard because they said that we already had it won before we played the season. And so anyway, it's actually been a tough year as far as a coach is concerned, because you know, these guys don't always come in and work real hard in practice, and it can drive you crazy. But when we turn those lights on to play the game, then they're ready to play. And you know, I'm real proud of them, real proud for them, real proud for the school. First state championship in basketball for Elba.
Question for coach or players?
Coach, you guys were down 8 or 10 most of the game and then made a run, and Martavius got hot there in the second half. Just talk about his performance.
Well, I mean, it was outstanding. I mean, it's great. And, you know, these guys will tell you we want to get it inside first. But with Dante Hall, you know, in there blocking shots right and left, you know, the old coach in me, you know, we still going to take it in. We're still going to take it in. You know, I kept thinking, boy, it'd be nice if Martavius got hot. And that actually crossed my mind all throughout the week, and he got hot at the right time.
Coach Bledsoe, can you talk about the spark Darian Burks gave you off the bench there in the second half? I thought he was very valuable for you.
Well, actually, Darian, in the championship game of the Red Level Christmas tournament, he did the exact same thing that he did today, and that's one of the reasons I put him in, because, you know, he's fearless, and he'll go in there, and he just took the ball to the basket. You know, we knew that Dante Hall would be in there, and he took it in. He actually scored 13 points in that second meeting, even though we came up a little bit short. He was a big contributor in that game, and that was in the back of my mind. And so, you know, I felt like it was time to get him in and give him a try, and he came through real big. Those shots actually were as big as the three-point shots. So, I mean, with all of that and then our defense, it just all came together.
Martavius, I think you had 6 in the first half, and then you found it in the second half. What did you just feel, or just talk about your second half there?
I just went at halftime and I just went in at halftime and prayed to the Lord. Then my shots started falling. I came out second half, and they did.
Other questions for the players?
Kobe, just talk about winning championship. Were you part of the state football team a couple years ago? You were not. Okay, I wasn't sure. But just talk about winning a state title.
I mean, it's good to go out with a state championship. But, I mean, we played a well-rounded game. We knew when we went in at halftime that defense was going to get us back in the game. And we came out, Martavius and Darian Burks, they hit a lot of good shots. And at the end, we just won the game.
Other questions for players or coach?
Coach, how big was that three-pointer at the buzzer in halftime? Y'all were down 10, and that cut it to 7.
Real big momentum swing for us. You know, that's one of the things as a coach we try to tell them not to get too high when you're up, not to get too low when you're down. And so, you know, it was actually, even though we were behind, it was kind of like we were ahead, and it kind of just evened us out, you know, as far as our emotional, you know, our emotions were. And so I think that actually settled us down. Because we really just went in at halftime and just sat down and I let them rest. And then we just talked about chipping away, you know, one basket at a time, defensive stops, one possession at a time. And if you do that, not try to win it right now, but just one possession at a time, cherish the ball, one defensive stop at a time, then we'll have a chance to win in the end.
Nick, since you're here, let's give you a chance to talk. What did you left and didn't get to play the final couple minutes, but tell us what it means to win a state championship.
I mean, it feels great to make history for Elba High, this Elba High program, basketball program. I mean, it just feels great to be with my team, my coaches. It just feels great.
Other questions? If not, Coach, congratulations on the state championship, and there'll be others outside here.
Okay.
And thank y'all. Congratulations, guys. Okay, we got Coach Dorsey here, we got Quindarius here, Dante here, and Preston here. Is that who we got here, guys? Okay. Coach, if you will, just make any opening comments you want to make, and then we'll open it up for questions. Congratulations on a great season, guys. Coach, Luverne, Richard Dorsey of Luverne High School.
Just my hats off to Elba. I mean, they made a run right there at the end of the third quarter. We got out of sync and didn't ever get back, but, you know, they hit some big shots. We turned the ball over more than we normally do, and, you know, they just made plays and did what they needed to make to win the championship, and you know, we didn't. You know, that's just how it goes sometimes.
Questions for Coach or players?
Coach, you guys weren't very good at the free throw line, and that probably came back to haunt you. Just talk about that a little bit.
I mean, we missed. We shot 6 for 16. I mean, I don't know if that really what haunted us. What really haunted me is that we had 17 turnovers. That's uncharacteristic of us. We ain't averaged 10 turnovers all year. You know, we missed 10 free throws. They missed 8. So, you know, they ain't that big of a deal. But the main thing that I think that really hurt us is the turnovers, especially at key times.
Coach, how did their run at the end of the third quarter affect your guys' momentum in the final quarter?
Well, I mean, it really affected because it really started when Dante got that foul, and you know, and that took us out of everything we needed to do. But you know, when they turned us over and they started pushing the ball and we started walking the ball, which you know we normally push it too, we were just playing uncharacteristic. We weren't playing Luverne ball, but you know they were playing like they did, and you know they just made the plays.
Dante, just talk about you were sat on the bench a little more than you would like. I'm sure. Just talk about how frustrating it was not to be out there.
It was just crazy, for real.
Preston, you guys were kind of back and forth there in the fourth quarter. Did anything change, or did you feel like y'all were just not playing your game, or what was the difference?
Talk to him, son. Be a man about it. Talk to him.
You want to address that, Quindarius? Okay. Other questions?
Coach, what was the difference in the second half there? Just the turnovers, you think, or?
I know it was the turnovers, but you know they made some big shots. The guy, he got hot and hit some threes, and you know, and he was shooting some of them pretty deep. You can't do anything about that. And but also we had our chances and we didn't capitalize on them. And you know, and they did make their free throws down the stretch, and we didn't. And you know, it's just a combination of all that. You know, but you know, to win a championship, you got to put all that together.
Guys, talk about Quindarius. Why don't you tell us about what this season has meant to y'all as a team? What has it meant to these guys? You guys, any of you can address it.
I think it meant a lot to them. I mean, like I told the guys up, you know, when we was in the regional, we wasn't even on the radar, and we knew that we had a pretty decent team, and we knew we stuck together what we're going to make happen. But you know, we made history by getting here last year, and we made history this year, being the first Luverne team to make it to the finals. And you know, I told them, you know, a couple of weeks after they look back on it, they're going to realize and appreciate the season they had and know the accomplishments we did. You know, we didn't lose but 3 games all season, and you know, and that was the biggest. Well, no, we lost by 5 tonight, but you know, that's still, we didn't lose either one of them by over 8 points. So, I mean, I think they're proud of what they did, but you know, they're teenagers and they're hurting right now. They don't really know how to express themselves, but in a couple of weeks they will.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great season, and you got a bunch of these guys back.
Yeah, I do. Thank you.
We'll see y'all here next year, guys.